Today we're in the Obersalzberg area of Berchtesgaden, and we are going to take a look exploring the tunnels and bunkers underneath the mountainside here that connected the famous Nazi leaders' homes. So as you've seen in some of the other videos that I've put up earlier on this channel, we are in the area of Berchtesgaden, and just near where we are here we have Hitler's Berghof, the home of Hitler here in Berchtesgaden. Goering's house was just nearby. The Eagle's Nest was up on the mountains behind us here, and several other of the key Nazi leaders had their homes in this area, along with other important buildings. SS barracks were here, things like that. Now, of course, this had to be a very secure area based on the people that lived here and the things that were in this area. And so as such, security precautions were taken and extra defensive positions were built here. And underneath this hillside is a fairly extensive bunker complex. Now, it is huge. It literally runs from where Goering's house was across to where the Berghof was and Hitler's home, across here to the area I'm stood now, and everywhere in between. Now, you can't explore all of it, but they do have a section of it open here that we're going to go and take a look at today. It's part of the kind of documentation center that they have here in this area, and we're going to go down there, we're going to have a look, we're going to explore, and I thought I would take you guys along. Let's go. Now, when you come to the Obersalzberg Documentation Centre with the tunnels underneath, they have a lot of really cool information there to help you orientate yourself. So they have this kind of 3D map of the area with the tunnels underneath it to give you an idea. Now, the tunnels actually cover the whole mountainside here. The documentation centre down on the lower left of this map, all the way through and up towards the Berghof, and all the way across further east towards where Bormann's house was, for example. The piece we're going to explore today is down by the documentation centre, but the tunnels ran all the way up here to the Berghof, to Hitler's home. And in fact, the door that we saw in our previous video is one of the exits to that complex. So the tunnel system is really extensive, but we're going to be looking at a small section of it today. Okay, so we've just come into the entrance of the bunker complex here. And it's crazy. I'm going to try and show you as much as I can. I can't film everywhere, but I'll show you as much as I can. So a lot of the tunnels here have kind of been reinforced with concrete, as you can see, but some of these were built by them kind of blowing out the hole with dynamite and then kind of redoing the edge, and that's what gives this kind of smoother sort of finish that you see on a lot of these tunnels. But not all of them are like that. You can see some that haven't been completed here. So here you go. This is an example of a tunnel that they never finished. You can see where they've kind of taken the shape by blowing this through with dynamite, but it was never completed, this section. There you go. Okay, so we're just going to follow through. We're quite lucky here. We found a quiet time when there's not really many people around. Coming to this area, it's really interesting. You can see the foundations that they had here, and these, so the sign tells me over there, would have been diesel fuel tanks. Okay, so we're just coming to an area now that would have been the generator hall. So this is where some of the kind of workings of the bunkers would have been. But they have one really interesting thing here. So a lot of the guys who came here and liberated this area kind of wanted to leave their mark on it, and some graffiti and stuff like that. And here on the wall you can see there are some markings, and there's also two kind of cross-like symbols. Well, those are called the Crosses of Lorraine. And they were scratched in here probably sometime in May 1945, and entered the bunker. There's some initials and stuff on there that we don't know, but what we probably do know from that is that they would have belonged to the 2nd French Armoured Division, one of the Allied units that reached the Berchtesgaden here on the 4th of May 1945. It's interesting. I thought I recognised those crosses when I saw it as being something to do with the French resistance, and as I've read on the plaque here, The symbol was used for the French resistance, but it was also the symbol of the French armoured division. Okay, so we just come through to this other area here, and they've got something really, really interesting, which I'm going to show you. So there's a hole you can see in the floor here, and it's believed that this hole probably was made by a grenade, and the reason you know that is because along the wall here and the ceiling there is just loads and loads of shrapnel damage. Wow. Okay, so this is a fascinating piece of the bunker complex here. There is like a shaft that goes all the way down. It goes down a further 35 metres than where we are now. And that would have gone down to the lower section of the bunkers that would have connected where we are here to the bunker underneath the Berghof itself. There probably would have been a staircase leading down here originally, a wooden staircase, which is why it's rotten away. But wow, that is a fascinating part of this bunker complex here. Okay, so we just come alongside a room here, which is, so the panel tells me, is the central ventilation station. So I guess where they would have controlled the airflow coming down here into the bunkers. So this is interesting. We're into kind of like the final part of the tunnel system that they let you through into here. And this is what was called the debris tunnel. So where the tunnels were built out, of course, it created an awful lot of debris and stones and rubble that had to be carried out. And this is the pathway where all of that was carried out. Today it's the pathway that acts as the exit for us, and we're going to head that way. Okay, so we're just walking up to kind of the exit point of the barriers now. Fascinating site to visit. To really recommend, if you're in the Berchtesgaden area, take the time to come here because it is really, really interesting. But let's get back outside and we will round off this video. So if you guys found this video interesting, I certainly did. I found everywhere exploring here in this beautiful place. Really fascinating. So let's carry on. We've got some more videos here still to come from the Berchtesgaden area. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.